From deep. That shot, no good. Here's Flash. Over to the left wing. Here's Big Daddy. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with a jump hook. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Red Hot. They set the screen. And there's the drive. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Big Daddy. There's the steal. Here's Red Hot to the wing on the left. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the paint. Here's Fresh, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Big Daddy. The three. Drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's the Prophet. Here's Red Hot. Lets the three fly. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Big Daddy. Last game out, he had 40. And the three-pointer goes.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Red Hot passes to the Prophet. Here's Red Hot. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game.
Whew. Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Big Daddy. Tipped. Here's the Prophet. Here's Red Hot. Offline from the high post. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Flash. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Flash. To the inside. Here's Flash. From deep three-point land. The shot no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
And now let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league since the All-Star break.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high percentage shots.
Here's Flash. Yet to see a basket. Here's Big Daddy. The 15-footer is good. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Red Hot. Lets it go. Flash grabs the miss. Gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Flash. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Red Hot passes to the Prophet. Here's Red Hot. No good from outside.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Flash. Pass to Big Daddy. Big Smooth passes to Flash. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Oh, you have to love the spin move there, but he couldn't quite gather himself for the shot.
Here's Wade. 15 in his last outing. Three-pointer. Big Smooth with rebound. Shooting just 38% so far in this one. Here's Big Daddy. There's the block. Wade, the pass to the Prophet. Back to Wade. Here's Goose. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down too.
Pass to Flash. Goes up from the top of the key. Big Daddy's shot is good. Big Daddy's got 10.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's Wade. 1:41 left in the first quarter. 2 points. That one goes. 5 points in the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Flash. Still without a bucket. Pass to Big Daddy. With the teardrop. And it's the Prophet with a rebound. Gone 6 of 11 so far. A minute 6 left in the opening quarter. Here's Wade. 5 points in the game. Clock at 4. Here's Red Hot. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Big Daddy, the pass to Big Smooth. From the arc. Flash, that's good.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Wade. Here we go. Here's Flash. That one's good. This game is all even.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Goose from outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Flash. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Fades away. It doesn't go for him.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with a fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
There's the horn, and it's a close game at the end of one. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And it's Flash in at the 3. Here's the Prophet. Still no points. And it's the Prophet in at the point guard position. Pass to Red Hot. Beyond the arc. Big Smooth with rebound. Big Smooth's got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Big Smooth in at the 4 spot. There's a screen. Fires from deep. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Here's Goose. Here's Fresh. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. 4 on the clock. Here's Flash. He's got 5. Here's Big Daddy. And rejected. Here's Red Hot. Pass to the Prophet. Here's Red Hot. Looking to get it going. Big Smooth with rebound. Big Smooth's got 5 rebounds tonight. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Big Daddy, the pass to Big Daddy. Rebounded by Fresh. Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Pass to the Prophet. There's the triple. And he buries his first look. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
To the wing, right side. Here's Big Daddy. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Big Daddy's got his first basket.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Flash. 5 points in the game. Fires the 3. Big Daddy's shot is good. Big Daddy's got 13 now.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Pass to Goose. Here's Fresh. Here's Red Hot. Last game out, he had 40. And that one, good. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Takes a 3. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Back to Wade. Six to shoot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, good whistle there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He had a really rough game at the line last time out. He struggled to get anything to drop.
And he drops the first. off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Down low. Flash, that's good. Flash has got 4 points now in the quarter. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's the Prophet. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Wade, that's good.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's Big Daddy. Knocks down the triple. Big Daddy's got 16 points now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Who's can't hit?
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3. Gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pass to Flash. Here's Big Daddy, all alone. That one doesn't drop.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
The Prophet, the pass to Goose. The fadeaway. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. He's got 16. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Flash. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. He has 7.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Back to Wade. This one for 3. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Flash. The 3. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the Prophet. They set the pick. From downtown. Red hot, can't get it to go.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Flash, the pass to Flash. Here's Flash. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Red hot passes to Goose. Here's Red hot. Sinks it from distance. Red hot's got 14 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the visitors. They haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the visiting team.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, kid.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Big Daddy. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. And it's Goose in a power forward. Connects from downtown. He's got 10.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Here's Big Daddy. Flash the pass it to Big Smooth. Here's Big Daddy. Pass to Flash. For the lead. It's rebounded by Wade.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
On the wing, Wade. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Goose. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And it's the Prophet missing. Here's Flash. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. 16 points for him. Here's Flash. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Prophet, the pass to Wade. Here's Red Hot. 14 points for him. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
On defense, the visiting team. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Big Daddy, the pass to Big Smooth with the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Hits both from the stripe. Shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Throws it up high.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Fades. Red Hot pulls it in. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The Prophet, the pass to Wade. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
It's good.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Here's the Prophet. Pass to Red Hot. Fades and shoots. And that one hits the back iron. Here's Big Daddy. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Big Smooth passes to Flash. 5 to shoot. For the tie. And the layup is good. Flash has got 12 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Pass to Wade. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Flash, the pass to Big Daddy. Takes a 13-footer. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Red Hot. It's blocked. And they recover it. Here's Big Daddy. 16 points for him. Out left to the wing. Here's Big Daddy. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 6 points for him.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Red Hot. Pulls it. Here's Fresh. Another shot. And it's good. 2 points.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Big Daddy, the pass to Flash. For the lead. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires from the wing. And off the glass. That one's good. Red Hot's got 7 points for the quarter. Gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Big time offensive force he's been. He's averaging just over 31 a game. Here's the Prophet. Here's Wade. He's got 13. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Flash. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Got a piece of it, and they'll get another chance. They set the pick, just 5 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. He's off on that one.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Red hot passes to the Prophet. Fires the 3. Wade misses.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Flash, the pass to Flash. Shot from the top of the key. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Flash has got 14 points. Shooting about 40% so far in the third. Pass to Wade. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. He shoots it. Offline from the top of the key.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The Prophet, the pass to Red Hot. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Red Hot's got 9 points in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Big Daddy. He's got 16. Pass to Big Daddy. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's the Prophet. Here's Goose. And there's the rejection. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Up 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And it's Big Daddy in at the 5.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Shooting just under 40% from the field. Big Daddy, the pass to Big Daddy. Here's Flash. And there's a pick. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Good on the second one. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Wade. It's deflected. Here's Flash. Here's Big Daddy. And they're running. Pulls up for three. The Prophet. That's good.
We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Jacks up a three. Pure from three-point range. Big Daddy's got 19 points.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
Here's Wade. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. That one's no good.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Flash, the pass to Big Daddy. Pass to Flash. They set a pick. Clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Throw it down on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Fires from 14. Big Smooth can't hit. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's the Prophet. Right wing. Here's Red Hot. Hits a three-pointer. Red Hot's got 14 points now in the second half.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Pass to Big Daddy. Fires for 3. And Goose pulls it down. Gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He's off on the first.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
And the second free throw is good. Shooting 40% so far in this one. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Flash. Offline with a 3.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
The Prophet, the pass to Red Hot. Just 5 on the clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Find the lane.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Big Daddy. 6 to shoot. To stop the run. Flash, that's good. Flash has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Here's Wade. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Flash. Here's Big Daddy. Wide open. That shot missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to Wade. Goose passes to Fresh. Here's Red Hot. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
The 3 is up. Big Daddy's shot is good. Big Daddy's got 6 here in the quarter.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
The Prophet, the pass to Red Hot. Pass to the Prophet. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Here's Red Hot. The shot misses. Gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's Big Daddy. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within single digits. So he gets them both. 1:50 left in the game. Here's Red Hot. Pass to the Prophet. Clock at 4. Here's Red Hot. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. .125 left to play in the fourth. Wade, the pass to Goose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Red Hot. And counted from 12 feet. Red Hot's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Big Daddy. Yes, it's good.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Red Hot. And no good. Here's Flash. Here's Big Daddy. And Goose pulls it down. Wade, the pass to the Prophet. Back to Wade. Unloads. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
Coming up next, the goal is to get better. We welcome you to now the starting group for the visitors. Dub is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy in at the 2-guard spot. Mr. Perfect out there with Goose, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy in its center. And looking at tonight's contest, Coach, why are both teams so good rebounding?
Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. I can always give those guys credit. But in reality, both teams do have a philosophy to go after the ball, and both these teams have tough, active people who are committed to getting as many extra possessions as they possibly can.
And you can't win in this league unless you can rebound, right?
Well, especially on the defensive end, Kevin, you've got to be able to keep the other team off the glass. At the offensive end, it sort of varies from team to team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Here's Big Daddy. Pass to Goose. Stolen away. Here's the break. Here's Dub. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 9 points last game out. Got a piece of it. Here's Perez. Here's Big Daddy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Big Daddy. And the 3-ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Perez. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Big Daddy, the 6-footer's good. Big Daddy's got his second basket of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
It's tipped. Here's Big Daddy. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Big Daddy. There's a screen. And it's denied. Here's Big Daddy. Down low. Fast break. Here they come. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Goose. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Over to the wing. On the clock. And it's Big Daddy missing. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. From 17 feet out, it's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
You know, it's been interesting to see both clubs really clamping down with their pressure on the ball defensively. I mean, forcing turnovers and then getting out in transition to score.
The Big Daddy passes to Big Daddy. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he's good on the 3-ball. And it's 6 points for Big Daddy.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Perez. He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Big Daddy. He has 6. To the paint. In deep. Here's Big Daddy. And he can't jam it through.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Here's Goose, still without a basket. Here's Big Daddy, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Perez. And a missed layup. It from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. Boy, the regular season is coming to a close very quickly here, Stan. It's been a great year, hasn't it?
It's been incredible. Look, the talent level, the skill level in this league, night in and night out, just continues to get better. We see guys making great leaps. I just don't know where the end of this is, Kevin. It just is incredible.
And how lucky are we to get this front row seat? Oh, my goodness.
Every night, we are lucky.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Connects from three-point range. Mr. Perfect's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
They set the pick. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Here's Goose. Nothing on the board. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Here's Dub. Ball stolen. Here's Big Daddy. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Perez. And it's blocked. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Here's Big Daddy. It's good. This game is all even.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Here's Perez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Knocks down the three ball. Mr. Perfect's got 8.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Shot from 6, and too long on the shot. Gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. There's 48 seconds left in the first. And it's Big Daddy missing. Doing very well. 58% the offense is flowing right now early for them. Here's Big Daddy. Hits the jump hook. He has 5.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
They get a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the home team has possession. They trail by 1. Knocked away. Pass to Big Daddy. The shot, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
They've got Big Daddy, Mr. Perfect out there with Goose. And it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy in at the 3 spot. They've got Big Daddy. Dub is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Red Hot. And it's Big Daddy in at the 5, down low. Here's Big Daddy. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Big Daddy passes to Big Daddy. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. At 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Goose, still without a basket. Drains the three-pointer. It's all knotted up.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Here's Perez to the inside. Here's Big Daddy, powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to Big Daddy. There's the lob to the hoop. And here's the break. Shoots from the corner. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. With the drive, Big Daddy, and it's blocked. Here's Goose. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And it's Big Daddy missing. Big Daddy's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. The Big Daddy passes to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Drops in the tray. Big Daddy's got 8 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Look at Big Daddy, one of the game's best, second in the league.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Pass to Goose. Here's Big Daddy. 5 on the clock. Inside. It's deflected.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Here's Perez out to the wing. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Big Daddy.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
One-on-one here. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 8. Here's the teardrop. And they pick up 2. Goose has got his first 2 points of the night. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Big Daddy. 8 points for him. Driving to the basket. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Perez. To the inside. Big Daddy. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. The layup off target. Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Perez. They set the screen to the paint. Here's Big Daddy. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. There's the screen. Fires from deep. And it's Big Daddy missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And around 41% on the night. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Pass to Big Daddy. The three-pointer is right on target. Big Daddy's got 13 points.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Down low, here's Big Daddy, and he dunks it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Right wing, and Big Daddy picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And the free throw, no good. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Mr. Perfect. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Big Daddy, that's good.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying him. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Perez. They set the pick to the middle. Another steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's Big Daddy. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Pass to Dub. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Drills the three-pointer. Big Daddy's got 6.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Here's Big Daddy. He's got 17. 4 seconds left. That shot is off. That'll do it for the first half. They're up by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
41. Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up? Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the home team. And that concludes.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Doing reasonably well, 45%. Goose out there with Mr. Perfect. And it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy, and at the small forward position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Got a piece of it. Pass to Perez. Here's Goose. Here's Big Daddy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Big Daddy's got 19 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Perez. Here's Big Daddy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Goose. About 1 minute played here in the second half. They get it again. Over to the left wing. Here's Big Daddy. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Big Daddy, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's Big Daddy. He's got 22. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Big Daddy. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. Averaging 17 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Big Daddy. It's deflected. Here's Mr. Perfect. 10 points for him. Here's Big Daddy. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Big Daddy. He has 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the a quick break in the action. Here's some numbers for Mr. Perfect. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from now.
Goose, the pass to Big Daddy. A floater. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Big Daddy. 10 points for him. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Misses the three. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Big Daddy. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. To the inside. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Here's Big Daddy. Shot clock at 6. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Dub. He's got 6. To the paint. Here's Big Daddy. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Pass to Big Daddy. No good on the three.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Perez, the pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. And that one drops for him. Big Daddy's got 21.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's Goose. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Fires from the line. A shot off that time. It's a close game here in Memphis. The Big Daddy passes to Dub. Here's Big Daddy. He's got 10. Down low. And here's the fast break. Here's Big Daddy. Up and in on the layup. Big Daddy's got 12 points in just the second half.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The Big Daddy passes to Perez. Inside, Big Daddy. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
What's up?
impeccable from the line since halftime.
Gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. On defense, the home team. The lead is 2. Here's Perez. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 5. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nobody has been better at clogging the passing lanes than this group, who are the tops in the league in steals since the All-Star break. Take a look at Red Hot. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
Defensively, he's been a club. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
There's the pick. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And it's Big Daddy missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Goose's shot is off. Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. The Big Daddy passes to Perez. Here's Big Daddy. 10 points for him. And it's blocked. Pass to Goose. Here's Big Daddy. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Big Daddy's got 15 points in just the second half.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
And the shot goes in.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Here's Goose. Pass to Big Daddy. Sinks the three-pointer. Big Daddy's got 35.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc, and that's now his second in this half.
Here's Perez. Here's Dub. Here's Big Daddy. Big Daddy. It's blocked. With 1 on the clock, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 8. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Red Hot. Big Daddy is out there with Dub, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Big Daddy. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Thing has been terrific, 54% on the game. Here's Perez, a three-pointer off the mark. At 50% in a decent groove. Here's Goose. Pass to Big Daddy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Goose. Cans it from downtown. Big Daddy's got 39.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Big Daddy, that's good.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Find the lane.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Big Daddy. 6 to shoot to the middle. At 52% from the field. They're clicking. Goose, the pass to Big Daddy. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for Big Daddy.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Here's Big Daddy. Bangs home the trifecta. Big Daddy's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Goose. Pass to Big Daddy. Six on the shot clock. The Big Daddy passes to Mr. Perfect. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Big Daddy, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kept alive.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Perez. Pass to Big Daddy. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Goose. Here's Big Daddy. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Dub. To the paint. Here's Big Daddy, and he banks in the layup. Big Daddy's got 4 this quarter.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Here's Goose. Pass to Big Daddy. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's Goose. Out left to the wing. The Big Daddy passes to Goose. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Throws it up high.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Doing it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. And it's Big Daddy missing. Here's Big Daddy. Got a piece of it. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Big Daddy off target from three-point range. Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Perez, the pass to Big Daddy, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Here's Big Daddy. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. No good with the layup. Here's Big Daddy. Releases. Perez can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Here's Big Daddy. Out to the right wing. Here's Goose. Pass to Big Daddy. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Big Daddy. 44 seconds left in the game. Perez can't get it to go.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Big Daddy. No good on the triple. Faint looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Here's Goose. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Big Daddy.
The players arriving at the arena earlier, hyped up to take the court and perform in front of their loyal fans. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Big Daddy in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Big Daddy in at the center position. And this promises to be an up-tempo affair, Brent. Both teams aren't shy about getting out on the break.
I think about it, BA, are the coaches telling each of their teams tonight, look, as fast as we get out in transition, we have to do the same in terms of getting back in transition defense. Just slow them down 3 or 4 seconds to make them set up anything in the half-court offense, and ultimately that could win out here tonight.
Here's Red Hot. Pass to Big Daddy. 4-3. They grab their own miss. Here's Red Hot. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. First shot won't go. Here's baddest one. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Red Hot. He had 25 points in his last game. Big Daddy's shot is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. And now the starting group for the visitors. Big Daddy is out there with 8. And it's Big Daddy. Then there's Baddest one, and it's Big Daddy in at the 5, roaming the paint. Big Daddy is out there with lights out, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Red Hot in at the point. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Big Daddy. Five to shoot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to baddest one. Here's Big Daddy. Here's baddest one. 9 points last game out. Here's Big Daddy. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Big Daddy passes to Red Hot. Offline with his 3. Pass to Big Daddy. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Baddest one passes to Big Daddy. It's intercepted. Here's Big Daddy. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Big Daddy.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
To the right side. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Big Daddy. It's blocked. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
The visitors with the ball, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Big Daddy. That's tipped, and they recover it. Here's Big Daddy. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Big Daddy. 3-pointer. Lights out, grabs the miss.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
To the middle, and it's blocked.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Pass to baddest one. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to end the drought. He can't get that one to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
That gives them the lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Big Daddy. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
To Red Hot. Here's Big Daddy. A 3-ball. Second shot opportunity. The offensive rebound. Gone. Just 2 of 8 shooting so far. Just 25%.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
And that one misses. Gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's baddest one. Still yet to score. Down low. Here's Big Daddy. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
It was red hot, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Here's baddest one. They set the pick. Inside, Big Daddy. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's baddest one. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's red hot. Pass to Big Daddy. Great look there, but off target. And he's going up for the alley-oop. 33% here in the first quarter. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's Big Daddy. Last game we saw him score 14. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's the screen. That 3 off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
1:25 left in the first quarter. Big Daddy, that's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Baddest one. For the 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Deflects the pass. The Big Daddy passes to Big Daddy. A-Train pulls it in. A-Train's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And 36% in this first quarter trying to get their bearings. Here's Red Hot. Elbow shot is on the way. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Here's Baddest one. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't go. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Being 40% from the field. They've got A-Train. Big Daddy is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Baddest one, and it's Big Daddy in at the 2. Here's Baddest one. Pass to Big Daddy. Misses the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Unloads from 13. A-Train pulls it in. A-Train's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Baddest one. There's a screen. Here's A-Train. It's good from long range.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. To the inside. Let's go. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. From the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Big Daddy. No good.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Here's Big Daddy. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Clock at 4. The Big Daddy passes to Big Daddy. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Big Daddy's got 9. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Baddest one. 6 points for him. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Baddest one. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Let out the pass to Big Daddy. From past the arc. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
For three, drains it from beyond the arc. And it's 9 points for baddest one.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's baddest one. And they're running. Stolen away. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Here's Red Hot. He had 25 points last game. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's Big Daddy missing.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
A-Train, the pass to baddest one. Here's Big Daddy. 6 to shoot. Down low, Big Daddy, and it's blocked. Pass to Red Hot. Can't hit that one. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's baddest one. He's got 12. Here's Big Daddy. Trains the three-pointer. Big Daddy's got his second bucket of the night.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to Big Daddy. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's baddest one. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He was all alone on that one. Big Daddy's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Big Daddy. 6 points for him. And it's off from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Nice shot by Red Hot.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Lights Out. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. Averaging 9 points per game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. You can't understate his impact on the backboards.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Pass to Baddest one. Here's Big Daddy. The fader. Lights out, grabs the miss. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Big Daddy missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Baddest one. The three-pointer, no good. Gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Pass to Big Daddy. There's the three. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Baddest one passes to Big Daddy. Here's Baddest one. There's the pick to the middle. And that one is hammered home.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Four on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Big Daddy. That's tipped. And another shot. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, I think for the home team, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And now let's talk about that first half. What a battle it's been for the visiting team.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, baddest one has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Shooting 43% for the game. They've got red hot. Big Daddy is out there with lights out, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Big Daddy in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Big Daddy, that's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's baddest one, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Baddest one's got 19 points. Here's red hot. Here's Big Daddy. Bangs home the trifecta.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's baddest one. Pass to Big Daddy. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Red hot the pass to Big Daddy. Shot clock at 6. Here's red hot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For the game at 42%. Pass to Big Daddy. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 22.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
There's red hot. 8 points for him. Here's Big Daddy. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Big Daddy passes to baddest one. Pass to Big Daddy. It's blocked. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's red hot. Pulls from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 19 points for Big Daddy. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Big Daddy. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. And it's Big Daddy missing. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. There's a good screen. Here's Red Hot. He's got 8. Pass to Big Daddy. 5 on the clock. There's Big Daddy. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. There's Big Daddy. 6 points for him.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Pass to Big Daddy. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's baddest one. Here's Big Daddy. That shot off. Here's Big Daddy. Good on the triple. Big Daddy's got 11 points. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
The Big Daddy passes to baddest one. Pass to Big Daddy. Inside. And it's denied. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Big Daddy. Pass to Big Daddy. The shot, no good. Gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Buries it from three-point range.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
There's Red Hot. He's got 8. The tray. A-Train pulls it in. Gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to baddest one. And the 3 off target. Being around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there.
And that's what we're used to him doing. But he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Here's Big Daddy. He's got 9. Here's A-Train. And he lays it straight in. A-Train's got his second basket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Red Hot. Here he goes. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Pass to Big Daddy. 1:29 left to play in the third. Here's Big Daddy, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Red Hot from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got rebound number 8 now on the night. A-Train, the pass to Big Daddy. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Here's baddest one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. There's Red Hot. 8 points for him. Pass to Big Daddy. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Big Daddy's got 10 points in just the second half.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cans it from downtown. Big Daddy's got 28 points for the game.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And the basket by baddest one.
And, you know, the screen wasn't that great, but still he got it done. Excellent concentration on the hard finish.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Big Daddy is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's A-Train, and it's Big Daddy, and it's baddest one in at the 1 spot. Pass to Big Daddy. There's Red Hot. There's Big Daddy, and it's blocked, and that's going to be out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Big Daddy. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Big Daddy. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 7 rebounds in the game. The Big Daddy passes to Big Daddy, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Beyond the arc. And it's Big Daddy missing. For the game at 42%. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's A-Train. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. to the inside. Here's Big Daddy. Basket good. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. To the wing right side. Here's Big Daddy. Pass to baddest one. There's the screen to the paint. Here's Big Daddy and the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's baddest one. To the middle. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Poke loose. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to A-Train. Here's Big Daddy. Launches it. Drills it from outside.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Red Hot. Pass to White's out. Will it go? The visitors with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Pass to Big Daddy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Big Daddy's got 30.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
They set the pick. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Red Hot the pass to Big Daddy. No good on the three. Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Big Daddy, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Big Daddy. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Nice shot by Red Hot.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Here's Big Daddy. Pass to A-Train. They set the screen. Down low. Lights Out grabs the miss. Lights Out's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. The Big Daddy passes to baddest one. Pass to Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Off target with his 3.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy. Takes it inside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And it's Big Daddy missing. Gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. There's a minute 40 left to play in the final quarter. It's picked off. Here's A-Train. Here's baddest one. Can they get it? Big Daddy. That's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Big Daddy. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Here's baddest one. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Big Daddy. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Big Daddy. To the paint. Intercepted. Here's baddest one. It's good. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Big Daddy. A three-pointer off the mark. And so they foul intentionally. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
The Big Daddy passes to Red Hot. Off target from outside. Here's Big Daddy. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, baddest one.